had for sure. Thanks for joining us here on Dota Pit. My name is Walt. With me is Trent. Trent, how you feeling after that rocket first game, my friend?
Fnatic.
Many words.
Venomancer.
Fresh, exciting, and same bands, different heroes.
Different picks, yeah. This ogre came out of nowhere.
We talked a little bit about the Venomancer last game for Fnatic and not having a hero to help enable it in different roles. So maybe Bloodlusted Venomancer, obviously the solution here. But no, it's just a 4-role that can help match up against the Nyx Sass. You can basically just do whatever Nyx is doing. If he's in a lane, you can just go there. You make his life very difficult. You punch Nyx. You both have a bunch of HP regen. It's great.
You could punch a bit better than Nyx can, I would say.
You attach that Orb of Venom right on the end of your club.
Yeah.
Just give it to him.
It's scary. Nyx can put some venom on his claws, but they're just small little claws, whereas Ogre's got this giant club that he bashes people with. It's a good time. But we saw this guy. It didn't really work out in game 1 for Piladai.
No, but at least now they have a support to go with them that can do stuff without items, which he can also help scout a little bit. And maybe that'll help enable something like a anti-mage strat or something a little bit more delayed if they end up going that way.
You really think that there's a possibility they do that after the first game? I know that every draft is different and there are different variables.
Dude, look at that
ban.
ban.
They're definitely not doing it this time, so...
See? There you go.
That's got to feel pretty good for Excalibur. Despite losing the game the way they did, he still gets the ban from the... not only the Visage, but the anti-mage as well, so... Yeah. There is some respect, obviously, and well-deserved respect between both sides.
10 seconds remaining.
I'm excited to see what Fnatic do now. They have some very interesting strats that they've run in the past, but we'll see what it revolves around, how they get things going. Ohio Doom was something we saw in the last series. Do you think they pull that out here, or is that something we have to wait and see?
Yeah, I'll probably have to wait just to find out in terms of like some of these other cores and stuff, and we will once again lose the Beastmaster. Speaking of cores, Fnatic, they have all 3 to go here. So they're going to get 1 that they can essentially counterpick here. Of course, they're not going to know what the lane will be. I mean, they have the Venomancer already, but at least they'll probably have a better shot at guessing something based on what this 5-role support is. The Chihiro's gone now, though. They could think about picking up that Ancient Apparition, but it doesn't combo up that well with Ogre.
5 seconds
There are worse
remaining.
things, though, when you think about it.
He's just kind of a standard decent hero. I like the defensive support they had last time. I would be okay with another one of those, but instead they grabbed the monkey, so maybe a little worried about Fnatic possibly grabbing it. There's really no reason to not pick your 5-role. I mean, unless it ends up being a support Venomancer, which isn't the most outlandish thing. We've seen it a couple times. But the deny pick in a sense here, I would guess you, from MINESKI.
Yeah, I would assume so as well. Again, though, there is a lot of versatility, as you just touched on, between the Venomancer. Not only that, but other heroes as well. So maybe not so much the Monkey King anymore, but yes, there is the deny pick coming up for the Monkey King for MINESKI. So Fnatic will have a choice now. They have 2 minutes left in reserve time. They'll have to make a decision. If they were to go for the Monkey King, what do they do now? What do you do up against the Monkey King, assuming it is a core? Well, I mean, where do you go from here if you're Fnatic? Yeah. Yeah. All right, that's fair.
Much as Fnatic. You kind of have to figure out your own game plan. I mean, what do you know? You can think about, all right, well, we can pick heroes that, if we have a hero that's like weak to the Monkey King or something, we have to be a little bit cautious. He's already gonna have a Lich. The lane's gonna be pulled back. We can cast some spells on the Monkey King. What kind of heroes we want up against the Monkey King? Timbersaw, of course, has been a bit of a classic in the past, but
yeah.
Any sort of vision? Do we want to run a Clockwork that's been really popular, like in Europe? Are we even that concerned about the Monkey King? How can we pressure early? Why don't we just pick a Batten again? A Batten.
I don't know.
Let's go. Yeah, he could be offlane though for Ohio. Could just be E again. I mean, we had the T's with the hero picks last time. That just ended up being E anyway.
They
10 seconds remaining.
Maybe this time we're all in, you know? I guess every time you have a Lich, though, you're not really all in, are you? In terms of, like, a full-out push.
No. Yeah, I mean, you talked about it in the last game. You have an ability that literally takes a creep from your side, so...
No, he just doesn't sustain that well. Then again, he can also get up, like, Urn and stuff, and use levels, and...
I don't know. I think they could use... Ooh, My mic's flying over. I think they could use... I like having Lich with a little bit more combination of team fight kind of stuff. You know, like we used to see it, but...
Team fight.
Whatever works.
That's not something Fnatic drafts.
No,
We've learned
no.
that in the past couple days. No such
Yeah.
thing. It's either solo pickoffs, Envy Legion Commander, or just 5 heroes
Split
walking
pushing.
at people.
Yeah, included.
Yeah.
With like the tiny IO, which again has been banned.
Disruptor.
All right, well, there's a Disruptor to come out as well, so
Great
more
hero
team fight.
against the Abaddon.
So obviously this means that yes, the Veno is not going to be a support Disruptor Ogre Magi core, with the exception of some extraordinarily crazy situation. But Veno and Monkey King, the core will obviously
remaining.
Disruptor Ogre Magi support, and yeah, good stuff.
5
Next spot to be in
seconds
coming to the final pick, though, because this could be an Ice 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 Monkey King if required, or we can just flexible hero. Great stuff. Wow. Dota 2 drafts.
Well said.
Every time. This is what it comes down to. Whatever other big band's been near the end. Phantom Lancer could be a good pick for MINESKI if it's left in. Since Animage is already banned out, you think of those heroes that are pretty good against the Abaddon. Especially if
Team
Fnatic were to pick up something like a Timber or something, but they go for the
Yeah.
Lone Druid. That, if I'm not mistaken, that used to be an Excalibur hero.
I think so. I want to say yes.
I feel like
I
he played
wouldn't-
it around the same time he played a lot of Meepo.
I wouldn't put it past Envy to be able to play, to be honest.
Oh yeah, he can play it, for sure.
10
I'm sure he
seconds
has, in
remaining.
fact. Now,
5
Okay.
seconds remaining.
all right. So where do you send this thing, though? Safely Lone Druid? What's going on here?
I think flexibility, but probably mid, unless there's some other good mid here. Oh, maybe they're gonna ban Tinker?
Turn to
Oh, they banned the
Bat.
Bat Rider. Okay. Thought maybe they'd do some kind of cheeky Tinker botsing onto the Lone Druid Bear
That
stuff.
could work. I could be into that. Oh, and then this just comes back to the Tinker. Comes back to Tinker shortly thereafter that happens, or something like that. But
10 seconds remaining.
I don't know. I am intrigued to see this how this draft works.
5 seconds
It's
remaining.
sort of similar to the last
Turn
draft, I
to pick.
suppose. At least for now.
I mean, it's just, they can go either way. They can go for a little bit of like a mid to late, or they can go all speed
Dire team
and just rush them down. And we've definitely been seeing mostly all speed, and this will give them a nice little bit of team fight here for Fnatic. So
I like it. That's what I was talking about with the Lich. I know, like, it's not anything to really to do with... I mean,
no,
the
it's good.
combination's there. That's all I'm saying.
And they don't have the best heroes. The Disruptor is pretty good, but they
10
don't have
seconds
any
remaining.
instant stuns besides like Boundless Strike in a sense of, you know, maybe like from the trees or something. There's no inclination of it, and
Alright, well,
they'll be the ones to grab the Timber Saw.
I felt so good about game 1. He's going to get it game 2. Yeah.
Man, this Monkey King is going to have a good lane wherever he goes.
I am worried for Fnatic in game 2 yet again. Wait, it is a Nana Monkey King, by the way. We should playing the Venomancer.
That'll be all 3 at this point if they keep it that way.
Yeah.
Maybe they're arguing over who gets to play Monkey King. It's pretty fun. And it should still be the Ohio Puck. Yeah, that looks likely be like off-lane style. Envy, maybe giving up a little bit of farm to Ohio to help him early as that Abaddon, and then Excalibur.
Ten
All right,
Lone
Excalibur.
Druid.
Again, you got some work to be done, my friend.
These
Perhaps.
shoulders
5 seconds
look pretty
remaining.
broad, though. I mean,
True.
Animage's shoulders, they're not that broad.
He
Look at
can
Lone
turn
Druid,
into
though.
a bear. Like his
He's got
shoulders
2
get
sets
even
of
more
shoulders.
broad.
Yes.
Not to mention his bear companion that I'm not
Yes.
even really talking about.
No. So much more to help him carry.
He's
It's
got
good.
some stuff on his back, or I think that's just his outfit, actually, which looks like a backpack or something. I don't know what it is. But you're right. His shoulders are certainly more broad than the AM's are. AM kind of slinks when he walks around, and
He's kind of making the same hand motions AM does, though, where he like kind of moves his hands around. Man, that guy's humongous hands.
Yeah.
They're, like bigger than his head.
He
Do
just
you
has
see
giant
that?
hands. He has those dwarf hands from like I don't know, any dwarf Warcraft 3 or
Look at the stuff. Just like in the air.
catch those hands.
Yeah,
tell you.
I tell you.
Prepare
All right.
for battle.
All right, Mr. Nova Scotian, what do we got going on here? We have a couple of TPs coming in early on, trying to get some early wardage. DJ attempting to get some vision on the high ground. That was something that I think was this series Fnatic had trouble getting wards out early on into the game.
Yeah, they last match they did not have any.
So and that's perhaps an issue as to why MINESKI were able to set up the lanes the way they wanted. Perhaps why they were able to do so well in the laning phase to begin with. So and again, Fnatic, they send DJ up there. He has ward. He thinks about putting it here or something along those lines. He sees one hero and backs up immediately, deciding not to put it down. Ohio, did he see that? They looked like they just passed right by each other without seeing each other. Ohio might not have any idea this was put here. In fact, he's pinging over here. I think last I just saw. So that ward might not get countered, which is interesting. That would be incredible.
I'm just admiring Envy's items right now, where he's not expecting to have a very fun time. 4 tangos. My God. 3 shared tangos. Has a poor man's shield. Probably aware that courier is a little suspicious. Like, why is there a courier here?
Why this courier is here? Is there a Monkey King on your team? Answer, yes. Dude, she just gave this up to Jabs. He just gave it up. They're like,
that is a bit weird.
MINESKI are already in their heads.
Dude, look at all these heroes. we gotta do the lane switches here.
There's a fiesta at this point. Perhaps the ward battle is even more dominant than I once thought for MINESKI. I mean, they have 2 wards. Fnatic have 0. I mean, they're still rotating their lanes around. Jabs is already mid. He's looking to go on Excalibur. They have Moon or Mana here on the Monkey King ready to go. Jabs is going to walk up. Guess what? He's an ogre. He has a ton of regen. He's got Ignite. Excalibur will try to do some damage to him, but I think Jabs should be fine.
8 armor. He has double the armor of those 2 heroes put together.
That's pretty unbelievable when you think about it. You have to like think about it and remember back to what made Ogre such a bad hero that these changes needed to be made. Like, well, it was more just sort of an incremental thing. It wasn't actually like he was so bad or anything like that. But it's fun to think it that way.
It's fun to play now.
It sure is.
Look at this.
If you want to play a pub game, just play Ogre and run at people. It's great.
I think this is looking like a nice setup once again here for MINESKI. Mushi up against the Abaddon. Who cares? It's an Abaddon. Monkey King would be having the roughest out of the 3 lanes. He's gonna get constantly spellcast. He can't build up stacks on the bear. So
this is actually pretty lane, all things considered, for Excalibur. So was the anti-mage lane though, to a certain extent. But it feels like the same. Ohio is a little bit more survivable this time around. You know, but it's still not fun. Still have a Timbersaw and an Ogre chasing you down. He's got help from DJ at the get-go. So this time they're giving Envy the free lane for now. The solo lane, I should say. There's some differences between Game 1 and Game 2. But the good news is that at least Fnatic are doing well in the mid lane. But you touched on, and they're absolutely doing well there.
Last game, it felt like the pressure from the list didn't even do anything. Whereas this time, it's a lot more impactful. And it kind of helps that there's an additional, like, essentially hero here this early in the game with the Lone Druid Bear being there. And Excalibur currently has the Midas queued up. Be interesting to see if he does go for that build with the Midas into the Radiance and just kind of balls together, or if he'll be more in towards like the Mask of Madness style that we've been seeing. But with another kind of fast-paced lineup from the side of MINESKI, it looks like they're just going to try and ride it out once again and move in towards those Radiances.
I mean, we'll see.
Nice block onto Envy up top. He's stuck in from the ward.
Robotic shield. He's got a TP. He will stick up, and he actually might be fine. Yeah. They had already used Glimpse, and they didn't have any mana to begin with. So he'll be able to get out. Looks a little bit of time, but that's fine. Okay. I think it's going better. Ohio's getting some good CS too.
Yeah, Nana is getting tripled up mid though. And this is a hero that really needs to find some kills soon then, once he starts getting the levels put in. But there will be possibilities in terms of rotations, maybe onto someone like Puck, who's not too survivable in the early game. You know, one aggressive orb and you're just dead before you can get to those higher levels of the phase shift, or you have items like Blink and Yules. Ice Ice has surpassed the danger zone. He is level 3. He's got 10 stacks of reactive armor. Probably not going to die in this lane, unless there's some major rotations.
Even with that, I think he should be fine. Barring some sort of disaster. This is pretty far up. He's already dishing out the damage to Ohio and quite a large amount. Jabs is nearby. He's dropped the ward down. That might have been spotted. We'll keep our eyes peeled on Excalibur. Obviously, we know how well he's doing, but Envy is, I think, one of the more important targets to focus on this game.
Yeah, I haven't even talked about him yet. 9 CS for him as well.
Do they have the kills they sure do? They'll probably use it here in a moment. And him getting raw back is going to be tough. He does have stick charges, along with another Aphotic shield. He's getting to use the Aphotic, still has those stick charges ready. He's really holding on, and they will go for it. Meanwhile, Nana gets the first blood on Pylai Die. They'll trade. DJ comes in, throws out the Mana Bird. Envy is low. The Aphotic shield looking for Ninja Boogie. The Impale will come out. They're going to get 2 kills here. Envy successfully baits into a 2-kill top lane engagement. Yes, they will lose Pylai Die mid. Yes, they will lose first blood. Still a pretty good fight overall for Fnatic.
Yeah, that's felt pretty greedy to go for that without Gale, because he's gone 0-2-2. So you have the jacked up wards, and that's partly why it's been helping to like block him out and stuff like that. And obviously you can do a little bit more damage over time harassing, but without that extra control, the gank's pretty difficult. Takes a very long time on a hero like Abaddon, and he had that stick. So
staying here forever. In the meantime, Excalibur will find Nana again. Envy should be able to get out. They've got the Shrine. That's what they're trying to get to. Depth is trying to prolong this from happening, but it's too little too late. He'll have to run now. The Shrine will come through. So again, another kill for Excalibur mid. He's already up to 1,100 gold with his gloves already on his Spear Bear. So
looks like he probably got a root, I'm guessing.
I would assume.
Hit 5, just rooted, and got the kill on the monkey. He's now level 4.5. And in terms of heroes, much like the Abaddon, Monkey King doesn't really have that great of places to go and farm if he's a rough start. Kind of likes to join up with certain people and roam around the map. So he's going to be relying on Timbersaw's success to probably help him out a little bit.
Wow. Ninja Boogie could have gotten really shredded there, but he seems to be okay. It was just the bear hitting him. DJ will walk through. He doesn't see anybody. Little does he know Nana's on the high ground. Ping will come out. They're going to jump on with the tree dance. TP's coming through with Mushi. They're going to rotate this lane, it looks like, or at least try to bring the bear down. Maybe get a kill.
Bear, quelling bear.
Excalibur into trouble now. There's the boundless strike to come through. They deny from Excalibur onto the bear. He might die, but at least he doesn't give away the gold from his bear. The Eclipse back will be there. He should fall. Good Savage Roar, but it's too little too late as Mushi gets the last hit. Now looking for the tree dance onto Pylai Die. He's also in trouble. There's no Shrine. He'll go for the Frost Blast. They need a couple more auto attacks. Maybe they don't find this. Tree Dance isn't available. All that he could do is look and see Pylai Die getting underneath that top tier 1 tower. But again, they at the very least switch lanes. They get the kill on Excalibur in the process. Pretty good there from MINESKI.
Yeah. Worthy rotation, although you are giving up a little bit in terms of like pressure across the map. Obviously, it's helping Envy quite a bit. He's now getting up to 30 last hits all of a sudden, after being way down low, thanks to Veno just leaving the lane like that. So it's going to help him massively. I wonder what his itemization will be. He'll still go for like the hood first again.
Yeah, we saw in the successful game phase hood into Medallion Radiance.
I wonder if he'll try and like just get a Midas or a Mask of Madness or something first.
It might not be a bad idea.
Seems like an Envy play.
Yeah,
but we'll see.
Speaking of Midas, Talbot is about to have his.
That's that fight.